Okay, we've had our share of things not going exactly right, but mostly we're going to succeed in what we did. So there they are. It's 6. And we're only going to be loading 2, but we did 6 because our next load will take 4. And so we're all set for a while. We won't have to do any construction or assembly down here for a little while. So these guys have, the little kids have been loading chickens in crates for quite a while. And now they're going to bring them down and put them in. I have been working on the water lines, so we put a split right up there at the brooder, and I've got one water line coming down here. And all it is just, it's just a hose. And then I have this capillary line right here that I'm going to attach to it with, actually use these barb fittings. And then we'll plumb in each one of these tractors with that capillary line. For new people, our water system consists of these little giant waterers. I won't show you that one. That one's dirty. This one, that's snow probably that has thawed in there. And there'll be about that much water in it all the time throughout the summer. And just that little capillary line will pretty easily maintain that water level, which is really, really important. I think maybe we'll do some operational videos later, but the most important thing, well, everything's important though, but one thing that can cause cataclysmic problems, I know I got wind, is lack of water. And these chickens, as soon as there's no water, even if they just took a drink, but then the water runs out, then they freak out. Okay, so here comes my troops. Okay. This did turn out to be quite the family affair. The girls didn't, because we got slowed down because of a dead battery and then a few other things. But so the girls stayed in mostly, except for the photographers come out to get in on the action. Did that start okay? Then you can shut it off. Okay, now this is the process of putting them in. When we started doing this, Keith was probably 3, and now Frank is 5, Jim's 7, almost 8. And it's very important they handle them one at a time. You don't just dump them in, because this is new for them, and we don't want to upset them too much. We don't want them to freak out on us. So we try to handle them very, very carefully. All right, so they're loading up the crates 15 at a time. Each tractor is going to get 75. So this was a load of 150. So split them in half, 75 in each. We lost, I think, we lost 14, which isn't bad for the time of the year that we did it up here this far north. See, now these guys are already accustomed somewhat to green grass because of the configuration of the brooder, so this isn't like brand new for them. Yeah, they're already hitting the water. That's good. Oh, there you go. That's perfect. See these guys eating grass. Wash it down with a little snow. Okay, now I guess you can see the configuration of these tractors. We have a tarp over them. That's pretty obvious. And then we're open on the ends. And that's because heat is a bigger enemy than cold. Let's say that it dipped down to about, below freezing. I would probably put something across the back here to keep the wind from whistling through there, but that's not going to happen according to the weatherman. They're always right. On our tractors, I don't think everybody can do this. Well, you can. You just have to get a dog. But we don't have anything here in the front. There's nothing in the front. And that's because of our dogs. The big danger here is that the chickens will not be fed and they'll jump out. But so long as they're fed, they won't. They don't really know they can until their bellies start hurting. Now, picking this location, there was some concerns because of this guy right here. He provides really nice cover for red-tailed hawks, and he could get down and get one of them and be out of here before the dogs would even know it, and they hunt during the day. So that's kind of a problem. So we'll just have to keep an eye out in this direction, and they're protected, so you can't shoot them, but you can put things their direction and they get the hint and they go away. And it usually takes a couple of times, but then they figure this is not a good place to be, and they go. Bald eagles, different story. You can't molest them at all. So pretty much, bald eagle comes down, he gets free lunch, and we say, "Go USA!" All right, this is kind of nice. We're able to bring the service truck down here, and all of our tools are right there, including the welder. Sam's having to rebuild a staple gun at this time. Everything has worked perfectly today. But this is how it is, and this is a really nice setting that we're all able to work in today. It's pushing lunchtime, and then our tour starts at 1 o'clock, and we do have people coming. So they worked out pretty good for us. All right, well, that's it. If there's any questions, I can answer them. If not, I'm going to sign off for now. This is Mark from Baker's Green Acres. Remember, anyone can farm. If you want any pastured poultry, we have some in the freezer. We'd love to send it to you, or stop by the farm. bakersgreenacres.com. Sayonara.